everybody, let's go, let's go.
Alrighty.
Hold on, I wanted to send a text to Sweetie about something, but also
She just texted me and says she's shopping.
Shopping? For what?
Your video's not live.
Card.
What?
Are you streaming right now?
Yes.
It's not showing up on the page. Hold on.
Let me check.
Yeah, I can't. Go to your channel, I can't.
It says I'm live on my end. Like, I even see it on YouTube.
Okay, I'm seeing it now.
Still not seeing it.
That sounds like a you problem.
Stream is racist.
Brandon isn't a race.
He doesn't like NASCAR, therefore he's a racist.
I thought that would mean the opposite.
Here, I am going to reset my computer.
Yeah, it's we got a dead chat so far. Nobody's, at least none of the usuals have shown up.
It's barely been a minute. Give him some time.
Yep.
I haven't even tweeted out the stream yet. Alright. Tweeted.
Alrighty then. What are we working on today, Heather?
Hold on, I'm not done linking everywhere. There's a few places I like to link.
Now we got some folks. Megan McGonigal says, "Yoy!"
Yo.
Clayton says, "I'm here. Am I late?" No, Clayton, you're not late.
You're a little bit late. Everyone's late except for me.
Oh, looks like we got a newcomer here. Unless I'm just not recognizing this name. Selwyn Keir Calaguian, unless I'm mispronouncing that.
You might be,
and
but...
he says hashtag Team Trees. Do you know what that's about, Heather?
No.
Okay, I can finally see the stream now. Hello everybody, welcome to the Shrek the Third of Chaos and Crochet.
Why is it the Shrek the
Shrek the
Third?
Third was a horrible movie.
Exactly.
What were you saying, Heather?
Why is this the Shrek the Third stream?
Because it's the worst one.
Yeah.
Aren't there like 6 Shrek movies right now?
I thought they stopped at 4.
So
Fucking hell.
There is 4. Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, and Shrek Forever After. That was the most recent one in 2010. Supposedly there's going to be a 5th one, which is going to be a reboot. I don't know. Maybe I'll see it.
No, please. I'm done.
Megan McGonigal says, "Guess who has a new job?" Oh, is it me?
No.
Heather, you should tilt your camera down just a little bit so we can see what you're working.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was still busy linking anyway. I am making a hat now. We finished that scarf we started a long time ago. I was able to connect a ring. We're going to be doing a striped hat with red and green stripes. And I'm going to make each stripe about an inch long. So we'll see how far I want to take that.
Murdoch seems to be excited for Shrek 5.
Yeah, I'm not excited for Shrek. The best one was the first one, and even that one wasn't very good.
Oh no, Shrek 1 was a very mediocre attempt, and then Shrek 2 is objectively the best. Shrek 3 was awful.
I guess I'll have to watch Shrek 2 again because I don't know. I don't remember liking it as much.
Really? Because I think it's because of that one scene. I need a hero.
That's like a pretty okay ending scene though.
Mm-hmm. Hey Heather, Buckin wants to know if we're ready for Josh and Ari's wedding.
I think. I gotta pack still.
Yeah. I spent most of today getting ready, packing and everything. I'm gonna have to unpack and then repack because there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to bring, but I don't know if I can fit it. So I'm gonna have to make some decisions. I also don't know if I can fit enough clothes for my whole stay there because I'm gonna be there for a bit.
Remember, we can wash them.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see here. So, do you know what this hashtag Team Trees thing is?
I'll go look it up.
I really don't.
All right. Well, Megan McGonagall says she has a new job at Wendy's.
Oh, hooray! Fast food.
Yeah.
So, Team Trees, it seems to be this massive online campaign to plant 20 million trees.
That's fun.
All right. I'm okay with that.
Freaking.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's a.
Have either of us heard of this anime called Beast Stars? Beast
Yes.
Stars?
Yes, it's like
Yeah,
a CG anime with it's just furry animals for no reason, and it looks cool. I gotta really watch it. Freaking.
Yeah, because Clayton says it's amazing and the manga is really good too.
I'm curious. I don't know what the premise is other than it's a world of like anthropomorphic animals.
Are they like? Do we ever get an explanation for that though? Like, why is Sonic an anthropomorphic animal?
Because animals are cute and people are lame.
Why is Bugs Bunny? You know, we don't always need these explanations.
Well, the better question is how would that particular piece of media change if they weren't anthropomorphic?
That's always the question. But I have been seeing this show, so I'm not gonna make any calls on it. So, Heather, should we add that to our list?
Yep, that'd be cool.
All right, I'll add that to the list then. Gorna says, "Hello, I'm here for the Shrekkening." No, you're not. Get out.
Welcome. I'm also here for Shrekkening. Shrek 5. Where is it?
I like Shrek, but not that much.
Nah. It's not Sino. It's not a Sino film, but it isn't terrible. What it is, so.
Megan says you should have made an infinity scarf.
I've tried doing those. Way too difficult.
What's an infinity scarf?
Basically, it's a scarf that's just a loop. And it's way more difficult than you think, because it looks simple, but it's a pain in the ass.
Megan wants to know if it's okay to call you Flower, because Heather is a type of flower.
I don't really like it that much, but you can do what you want.
Through the heather on the hills. Let's see here. You know what, Clayton? Why don't you take a couple? I've been hogging it.
Okay. I think you meant Brandon.
Yeah, I was a little confused.
What did I say?
You said Clayton, and I'm like, Clayton's?
I did? Why the heck did I do that?
Do you think they're the same person? Because I'm pretty sure they're not.
That was a slip of the tongue. I must have been looking at his name while in the chat when I said, Brandon!
Oh, yeah. He can't stop dying.
For God's sakes.
Fucking Phillips asks you, Bronny, if it would be a bad taste if Sombra showed up at the wedding.
Yes, it would be horrible taste if Sombra showed up to the wedding.
Fucking Five also wants to see Knife.
Knife
I
is
wanna
busy
see Knife.
doing knife stuff. I don't know. She threw up on the carpet, so I had to clean it up.
Yeah, 'cause she's chewing holes in herself again.
Freaking cat.
Megan says, "Why are you upset? I got a job at a fast food truck." Okay, so I'm not upset.
It's
I'm
good
just
to have a
concerned.
job to just have money on your own and be independent. But gosh, fast food is a hard business.
It's
bad for your health in
miserable.
every way.
Yeah.
Dreyfus says, I'm planning on building a go-kart or entering a go-kart racing league in the next 2 years.
That's fun.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Always wanted to try go-karts. Seem kind of, I don't know. Ronnie of the Opera. That's what Murdoch said.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. Princess Magna Luna says, I don't know how to make something up so it can be made into a dad joke.
Good.
Well, I
No.
suppose so. Hey, a little side note here. If that's the same Princess Magna Luna that I'm thinking about, I've seen a lot of their work on DeviantArt. I really like the style.
I think I know that one too.
Yeah.
I follow them. I don't know. Freaking.
She's got that very unique take on Princess Luna. Really,
Yeah,
really
name
nice aesthetic.
doesn't even call her Luna, does she? She calls her Selena.
Maybe I don't know.
Hold on. Let me. Now I have to go on DeviantArt and think about it.
Finish your hat. We'll look it up after the stream.
But I want to know now. How dare you restrict me?
Fucking find out how Sweetie's leg is doing.
She seems alright. She doesn't need help to walk. She hasn't let me look at the scars. So I don't know from that perspective how good it is.
She told me it's healing up nicely.
Yeah, she won't let me look at the... Like I was telling her before how I kind of just look at the scabs that Knife is getting on herself, and I'm just like, I kind of want to pick at them, but like I know I won't. And she's like, yeah, remind me not to show you my ankle right now. And I'm like, well, now I kind of want to look.
Bigorna says, I just came back from an anime convention where I was dressed as a badly made Princess Celestia. It was cool. I kind of want to see this costume out of morbid curiosity.
Hey, Bronny, where wasn't that Friday? Oh no, wait. I'm confusing it. Do you usually have Friday night fights, or do you usually have them on Thursday or Saturday?
So they're called Friday night fights for a reason. Normally do them on Friday. Occasionally I have to move back. I have to do it on a Saturday or a Thursday to accommodate with, the guests that I have on that week. But they're on alternating Fridays. So this week was not a Friday night fights week. It was a Brony debates week. Next week, Friday, is Friday night fights. Although it's going to be the pull off because we're going to be in California.
You're somewhat close next to.
I keep eating chocolate.
Well, no, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there with her, so yeah.
Oh, well. Okay.
Why did you think I told you like I'm getting ready for when Bronny comes on Tuesday?
Fucking 5 says that Knife is calling. I can also hear her meowing, so.
She's, I don't know. Knife, come here. Knife.
Dreyfus Railroad says, did you know there's a movie called Phantom of the Mall?
It feels like I've heard that before, but I don't know.
That definitely sounds like a Scary Movie-esque type of deal. You know the Scary Movie series?
Yeah, I like scary movies.
Yeah.
Battleship Agincourt says, I'm unemployed and can't find a decent welding job anywhere. I'm living off a stockpile of money right now and my mental health is going down the tubes. Well, that's unfortunate. Battleship, get with me at some point in time here, if you know how to contact me at all. I'm really good at helping other people find work.
Ronnie, why don't you become a career advisor?
I don't know. I don't know where I could actually do that. If I see an opportunity like that open up, yeah, sure.
Clayton's asking you, Heather, if you remember Cherry the dog from Lucky Star.
Huh?
Cherry the dog from Lucky Star?
Mm-mm. I don't remember a lot from Lucky Star. I just remember a lot of random crap, which is like the whole show. And the freaking beginning dance.
Honey Drop the Unicorn says hi.
Hey, Honey Drop.
Hello. College professor Bronny.
I couldn't be a
I think
college
that's a good
professor. I couldn't be a college professor in most colleges these days. My politics do not align.
Well,
Nothing to
I
do
would
with the
get-
fact he doesn't have the credentials.
well, if
I'm
you're
a better teacher than most of the teachers that I had in college. I can guarantee you that. But yeah, credentials would be a problem. What are you saying, Brandon?
Bronny, preferably if you are a professor, you're not gonna get political. You're just gonna teach your subject without any kind of bias.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like these things tend to, like, people tend to figure these things out, though.
What do you mean?
All he
Like,
has to do is walk up to somebody and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Christian," and then that's it.
I mean, I can't think of many people who are just gonna come up to someone in just a minute and say, "I'm a Christian."
Nah, it's gonna come up in conversation. That kind of stuff always does. Freaking, and also colleges are very politically charged places. Think about it. It's where a lot of people start shaping their opinions, and at first they're gonna be really obnoxious about them because they swear they're so smart.
yeah, but that is not how smart people act. Bucking5 says, would a live Friday night fights to prance be a good idea? And I think it would be a really good idea.
So, Megan just took 3 milligrams of melatonin and she's heading off now. So she's saying goodbye.
That's good. See you later, Gator.
Have a good night, Megan.
Night.
Let's see here. Murdoch says, hi, hello! How are you today?
Yo, what's up?
Smiley face!
Honeydrop saying to you, Bronny, you could become an elementary teacher. In Texas, you don't need a degree to become a teacher.
I don't like what that implies about the whole system.
Listen, yeah, the problem with me being a teacher is really the whole system top down. I'm going to actually try to do things like discipline the kids and teach them things that, you know, that they'll remember for forever. And you're just straight not allowed to do that. And if you get a problem kid that you got to work with, you get no support from anybody, not from the parents, not from the classmates, not from your colleagues, not from the administration. I've tried to be a teacher. I can't play by their rules.
Also, being a teacher in general just sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would do it. Like, literally nobody should go into teaching until we fix all this stuff.
Depending who you're teaching looks like to some degree it could be okay, but I do know that teachers tend to get the short end of the stick when it comes to the educational system.
It happens a lot. It happens routinely. Like it happens more often than not of somebody getting the stick, or you know, either you get a bad teacher or bad administration or a bad parent. I mean, there's way too much politics involved, and there's not enough teacher support, and then often at times they don't even make a whole lot of money. and then administrators are, making exorbitant salaries for literally no reason. The right stuff doesn't get funded. It all goes to sports.
Yeah, that's one thing that oh, dude.
Yeah,
Everything goes to sports.
it's which is from a business standpoint understandable because sports are always going to be the most popular thing, and it's what's going to fundraise and things like that. Don't just fundraise to invest it from the sports to invest it back into the sports, and maybe I don't know, like administration does not need to be making 100,000 plus a year. Sometimes it's more than that. Sometimes it's like multiple, uh, like 200 or 300,000 or even more. And sometimes it just gets really high up there, and the teachers aren't seeing any of that, and the school itself and its maintenance isn't seeing any of that. We need to do something about the counseling services. Those are broken from top to bottom. You see, you can't, you can report it, but and you're supposed to report it, but that doesn't mean anything's going to happen about it.
I'm depressed now.
Yeah, it's horrible. Let's see here. What do we got in the chat? Anything?
So how Bucket5 wants to know how the royal problem buck to the face is coming along.
I'm gonna say that it would be really nice to not get asked about my progress all the time. I usually post updates when I feel like it, when I have them to Twitter. But I will say that I'm aiming for Monday.
Okay.
What, kitty?
Yep.
What, kitty? Want to come?
How long has it been since season now?
3 years, not years, weeks.
Is that an okay time?
Want to come inside? Want to come inside?
What do you mean?
To actually discuss it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Heather, Clinton wants to know how it feels to see Pinky have a tub of cheese.
Pinky have a what?
A child of cheese.
I didn't see it coming. At least I didn't see it coming, like being canon and stuff like that. I was just like, oh, they have it? It's nice.
I don't like the cheese pie ship.
No, that's Sweetie who really likes the cheese pie ship. I mean, it's okay. I like Sombra pie. It was funner. Come on, Pinky.
Clayton says, if I was a teacher, I would actually teach the important things. I want to see Clayton as a teacher now. What would that be like?
Come on, Pinky.
I don't think he's got the stuff for it, to be totally honest. Plus, it's not just a matter of as long as you have a standardized state curriculum, you're not allowed to teach what you think is important. It's just not going to happen.
Now, I just wonder, how does the state, or however the system is organized, how do they determine what should be taught, what shouldn't be taught?
They usually have a school board that votes on these kinds of things. Here's another problem, is that more often than not, the curriculum is set up by people in charge, and a good half the time, probably more, the people in charge don't even have any experience in education. So they'll come up with these stupid ideas for what should be the curriculum and how the curriculum should be taught, and they'll just pass it down with no checks or balances, and now the teachers are forced to try to teach that way.
So basically, a school board of my district, whatever, determined that everyone should know geometry.
Yeah, well, geometry is important. And we definitely geometry in life. Like I use geometry, and I'm a gosh darn, well, nothing at the moment. I was a personal trainer, and I was an AV tech.
Geometry is terrible. I think if I wasn't scarred from math before, geometry definitely did it for me. I almost kept the high school because of trigonometry.
It's pretty important. So is trigonometry.
Surprisingly, I was pretty good at trigonometry, but not geometry as a whole. I don't know why.
Yeah, but generally by sixth grade, you've learned everything that you're going to use for the rest of your life. Like, and the rest of it is just superfluous. So it should be filled with things like useful life skills, like preparing for the workforce and trying to find out about, is education or trade school the right direction for you. You should be focusing a lot on home economics and budget and personal budgeting. Tax. There should definitely be some law courses, some like rudimentary law courses, so people like know the laws of their state and the country, not just participation in government. And sometimes we get economics, and that's all right, but they don't really teach anything in economics, or at least not the one that I took when I was in high school.
Yeah, I learned nothing from economics in my high school.
But if with a little bit of restructuring there, it would be good.
Is everyone freaking out because the kitty's on screen?
Yep.
Yep. Fucking keeps asking for the kitty, so it's good that you have the kitty here now.
Lucas, look at look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at
Oh,
the camera.
is Knife biting herself again, or is that?
Oh
is
yeah,
that
it's
okay?
like on her back now. Hold on, let me see. Oh, hold on, let me see if I can find your scabs.
What are our opinions on Grogar having been Discord the whole time?
I don't know. I thought I would. You think something like that would piss me off, but I was just like, yeah, sure.
I thought it was an awesome twist. I really liked it.
Boomstiff.
It really, ow, that hurt me. Me?
Murdoch is saying that my audio and your audio, Bronny, is glitching out.
It must be something with the connection on Skype to OBS or something like that. I'm on a Ethernet cable now, so I'm fairly confident we're all set there.
Oh. I wanted to ask actually. Sorry, I get OBS to work for me, and it never does.
Yeah, it's a finicky program. After the stream, I'll take a few minutes with you and see if we can figure it out.
Thank you.
But I'm no expert on it myself either. There's still a million things it can do that I'd like to be, but don't know how. But if I can help you get it working, then that'll be something. In the land of the blind, the man with one eye is king.
I like that.
Thank you. I stole it from somewhere and have no idea where.
Just search it up in Google. You'll probably find a couple sources. Clayton, let's just stop talking about math because it's his least favorite topic.
So let's talk about calculus.
Oh yeah, calculus.
I don't think I get enough. I don't think I get
integrals?
enough calculus in my diet.
I think they're called integrals or something. I don't even know. There was a sub teacher in my school who regularly practiced calculus, and I asked him to explain it to me once, and I got lost in the first 2 minutes of his explanation.
I need me some of those imaginary numbers.
Those were bullshit.
Swear jar.
You can eat my ass.
Swear jar.
No. Stop talking about math on my stream.
Heather, don't you need math in order to do efficient crocheting?
No.
I imagine it's more coordination than
That
anything
is-
else. And here's the thing, Bronny. All right, we're so in terms of our occupations, we're so segmented. You don't even need to have every single skill because I'm just gonna say, and don't quote me on this because it's probably not how it works, but if you were a doctor or something, for example, you were a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and the chat is distracting me. Let me hold on. Okay, if you were a doctor, you diagnose the disease, whatever, and you have machines that are already programmed by people who know a bunch of numbers and a bunch of codes, or if it hasn't been, you send those numbers to a lab full of people who know that type of stuff, and you don't have to do anything except send that information. We're so segmented in that way that we have multiple people who specialize in several different things. I feel like for a good amount of jobs, we don't need every single skill. We need the important ones, but we don't need every single skill.
That's true, but it's also really helpful to be versatile. Because if some aspect of that chain breaks down and there's nobody else in the next link or the link before it to pick up the slack because everybody's so specialized and compartmentalized, then you're going to have a real problem. People aren't going to be getting what they need. Like, stop biting yourself, you idiot.
Are you biting?
In
Are you
an
biting?
organized
No bite.
in an organized system, that shouldn't happen, or it shouldn't happen so frequently that it actually becomes a problem to think about.
You always need to factor in for entropy and chaos and randomness. You always need to be ready for that. I think it was Eisenhower that said something along the lines of, the first thing to know about any plan that you're gonna make is it's gonna fail. Or another philosopher said something along the lines of, that the best laid plans of man will fail. So it's extremely wise to always account for that kind of thing.
Sure. And yeah. No, but I'm also thinking in your department, it probably doesn't fall solely on you.
Yep.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh, hold on. Dreyfus says, "Did you know BK Racing raced Burger King and Dr. Pepper cars without being paid by any company? In 2018, BK Racing filed for bankruptcy." Yes, I love hearing about failures in fast food businesses.
Yeah, I can imagine that's pretty cathartic for you. Humdrop the Unicorn says, "So if you're living in the Harry Potter world as a wizard or witch, and they were voting whether to keep or remove the stature of secrecy to keep magic hidden, which one would you vote for?" Okay, so first of all, Heather, bring me up to speed here because I have no idea what I just read.
Okay, so the thing about the Harry Potter world is that normal people who don't use magic are called muggles, and the muggles don't know about the magical world. But I always wondered
Okay.
why. Like, why? Why does it matter if they know or not? I don't get it. So I'd probably be like, yeah, just let the muggles know. I mean, like, maybe it's because of things like the Salem witch trial with witch burnings and stuff. It's that typical thing, like, we can't let regular humanity know about us because then they'd panic and chaos and blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, maybe on that basis I'd be like, nah, I guess things are fine the way they are. I assume there are some muggles that do know that wizards and witches in the magical world are a thing. Like, actually, there was a part in one of the books where, like, a high, like, Prime Minister of England, I think, was being introduced to the new Minister of Magic. Because, they have to be acquainted with each other to, like, make sure the magical world and the normal world can exist in cohesion or something like that. And he didn't really know about the wizarding world until he got elected, so I don't know, there's a system. There's a reason.
Yeah, I can't imagine taking that veil would, removing that veil would really do anything constructive. From what I have observed and heard about, the wizarding world seems pretty far gone backwards in a lot of ways, especially in their education and government. So that's not something I would want weeding its way into the normal world.
It seems, well, maybe because I look at it superficially, it just seems like how it is in the real world. Like, they get elected officials, the things in school, they get taught. I mean, Like, I think J.K. Rowling confirmed, like, okay, yeah, I mostly focus on the magical classes, but theoretically, yes, they'd also be taught, like, math and English in school, too. So it seems like their educational system and stuff would still be pretty similar to ours and all that crap.
You know, I would take Defense Against the Dark Arts over geometry any day.
Oh, yeah, they probably have magic for you to do geometry for you.
I have, I already know Defense Against the Dark Arts.
A crucifix is a defense against the dark arts, Bronny.
No, not really. Not in the way that you're thinking. I'm just gonna say it's called my 38 ACP Taurus curve.
It's called being an exorcist or something.
Yeah, that too. Witchcraft. Satan worship. We don't play that game here.
Harry Potter doesn't worship Satan.
Murdoch has a question for the three of us. Would you want to do what you could for that of which did not do what they should have known to do?
I don't know what he's talking about, but
no.
Okay.
Absolutely not, Murdoch. Why would you even suggest that, you utter buffoon? Get out.
No, stay. Please come back, Murdoch.
Don't listen to Brandon. He's evil.
You say that about everybody.
One of us speaks truth. The other only speaks lies. You may ask one question.
Stabs one of them. Was that guy dead? Why did the fungus downsize?
Tell us.
There was too much room.
Lame.
How can you tell if a shop is new?
It was what?
How can you tell if a shop is new?
Tell me.
No storage. Storage.
These are lame, Heather.
Well, it's what I get on a Laffy Taffy.
So lame is what's making me angry. Stop being so lame, Heather.
Look, I can't eat a Laffy Taffy without reading them. And if I have to suffer, so do you.
No. Yes, you can. You totally can.
Heather, eat the banana flavored ones. Those are the best.
I'm saving it for you.
But if I eat all of it, what's going to be left for you?
All the other flavors.
Clayton's asking either me or Heather if we've seen Paranorman. I haven't.
I have. It was pretty good.
Somebody earlier was asking about Kubo and the Two Strings.
I saw that
haven't
too.
seen it. I haven't seen it yet, but I want to.
I liked it.
Honey Drop the Unicorn says, Professor Brawnybuck, teacher of Mage Fu. Nah, I teach gun kata. That's what I teach. Actually, no, I don't.
Teaching the kata of these guns.
I don't know nearly as much about firearms as I should.
Battleship says, did you read my comments on education? I propose that high school be more about applied skills and raw learning. I think most people kind of think of it that way, or they kind of look at Japan's model of learning and then are like, oh, we should do that. But
I don't know enough about that to make an assumption.
Yeah, I don't know anything about how Japan's education structure is set up.
It's kind of like
every
like
time
a regimented college from the start. I believe any topic or any major occupational desire you go towards, all the topics that you learn go towards that, basically.
Yeah.
And you have to pick, but you have to like pass an entrance exam for like I think every school after middle school.
Yeah, and those are tough, and then kids that get low grades, they kind of disappoint everybody, and then they kill themselves. So
I know.
I
That's
would
what I
end
was
up.
gonna.
I would end up in Cromartie High School.
That's what I was gonna say though. Like everything, like most things I hear about Japanese culture, there's just so much pressure on every aspect of your life. Like you're pressured really hard during school and to go through college, and even then the pressure isn't off because you have to get a job right away. And there's actually pride in being a salary man, which is cool, but like if you don't find a job right the frick away, then like high shame, like there's a high suicide rate at that age for a reason. And a lot of them come out damaged because of it.
honestly, I think when it comes socially how the culture operates, I think Japan is a little bit like a third world country disguised as a first world country. It's kind of messed.
Are they
it's
still having that problem?
I'm having trouble following that logic, but okay.
They're still having that problem with low population, aren't they? Like half their workforce is retiring, and the other generations didn't have enough kids to like supplement that.
I honestly don't know. Like, I've heard about it, but at the same time, you go, like, you see these pictures of Japan, and every city just looks like Times Square.
Those
Like,
are just pictures,
It's so
though.
incredibly densely populated, that country. So I have no idea. I don't know enough about the country, so I'm just gonna, sound like an idiot.
Yeah, I take that with a grain of salt because those are just pictures. They were taken purposefully, and it's a city. Of course, there's lots of people in it, but that doesn't account for the whole country.
I don't know. I have a friend who's taking a trip to Japan in a couple of months here. When he gets back, I'll just have him give me all the stories on what it was like, and we'll see if we can piece it together.
Clayton has a joke for you, Bronny. I'm not reading it. I'm just not.
Okay, I'll read it when I get to it. I'm still a little bit up there. Dreyfus wants to know, Heather, would you race NASCAR with him?
Seeing as I don't even drive cars, no.
Yeah, but we're fixing that.
What, Kitty? What, Kitty? You want to come back?
Igorna says we need to talk about geopolitics because I want to know what former Yugoslavia country is y'all's least favorite.
Look, I'm not even
I
gonna.
hate the first one. I have no idea what the heck we're talking about, but I hate the first one. I'm just gonna say that and move on.
Can we move on?
Yeah. Joke. Okay, so the joke for me. What do you call when a skeleton tells jokes? Humorous. I probably could have guessed that. And I like that one. That's a good joke.
Oh, I felt that. Oh, ow.
Where did you feel it? Your funny bone?
Oh, everywhere.
Hi, Kitty. Get on the bed.
Buck and Five wants to know if I would like wasabi, and I have a funny story to tell about this if you guys want to hear it.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess it's bad that we led with wasabi because you already know the twist now. But when I was 15, in the wintertime, I didn't know what wasabi was. Like I'd never heard of it before. I never tried it or anything like that. My younger brother comes up to me with this can and goes, "Bronny, would you like some Christmas peanuts?" So I said, not knowing what the heck a Christmas peanut is, I go, "Sure." And so I hold out my hand, and he overturns this can. And a bunch of these green peanut-looking things dump out into my hand. So I get like about a palm full of them, and I pop them into my mouth, and I eat the whole handful all at once. And I'm like, that's got an interesting. Why is my mouth on fire? So I don't handle spicy food very well at all.
You are taking out clumps of your fur. Guys, look at this. She just scratched this out of herself.
Yeah, that's no good. We got to get her back to the vet. So yeah, turned out those were wasabi nuts. And that's how I learned about what wasabi is. So that didn't end well. I ran to the sink and stuck my head in it and drank like half a gallon of water. And when I turned around, my brother was gone. And I didn't see him for a couple of days because he probably knew that there would be a death penalty if he showed his face around after
I
pulling
think
that
you
kind.
didn't see him for a couple of days because you were too scared to like confront him or something.
Well, now I know what the freaking Christmas peanuts are, so nobody's pulling that on me again.
Oh, freaking, did I tell you about the time? Freaking, what was her name? No, what's her name? The chick, you know the girl. Little Asian girl, really good at dancing at BabsCon.
Oh, that's your friend. Wasn't her name Galaxy something?
Yeah, Galaxy Star. I totally blanked on her name. But me and, like, you weren't here for this BabsCon. Me and Looney were hanging out with her and we went to go get lunch. We went to, like, this sushi bar that was right across the street. And we're just eating and whatever. And then they give her some wasabi and I'm like, oh man, be careful with that. You don't want to burn your mouth or anything. And she just starts eating it like nothing and no change of expression. I was just like looking at her like, what the fuck? She even drew a picture of it, of like her pony Sona just eating the wasabi and like me and a few other people just watching in horror.
That's hilarious.
I don't know what
Murdoch
she's made of.
Murdoch wants to know, why would you put your 2 cents in if it's just a penny for your thoughts? It's always good to give that little bit of extra.
You know what? This should be a pun jar, because if we did puns as often as we did swears, this would be as full by now.
You know, the more puns Brian does, the more his value kind of depreciates. I think these puns are pretty bad for you and your value, Brony. You're higher than this. You should invest in better humor.
Yeah, well, that wasn't my joke. All right, I get the good puns, the puns that just slap you in the face and you never see them coming, and then you get mad and leave
everyone else here to do
thing.
this crap. Don't even. I can't even with you.
There's no such thing, Brony. I don't know how many times I had to say it. There's no such thing.
I don't know how many times you have to be wrong. Like, why are you just wrong?
I'll be wrong as often as I can be until I'm right.
So you admit that I'm right, that
No.
there are such things as good puns. You just did!
No. No. That is your interpretation. And I am proposing a hypothetical situation if I were to accept your conclusion, which I am not.
You said, well, I said, why do you always have to be wrong? And you said, I will be wrong as many times as I feel like, or something along those lines.
Well, I'm right. Yeah. That is...
And you will be
that's
right
the-
when you
that
admit
is-
that puns are the pinnacle of humor.
No. When I said that, that was me hypothetically playing out a situation where I accepted your conclusion.
Well, you
but
failed,
I also
sir.
showed a little bit of a rebellious spirit by saying until I'm right. And I think, based on how everybody reacts to your puns, I'm still right.
Alrighty then. Do we think Cozy Glow could have been redeemed as she got older? Heather, what do you think?
Seeing as she is a minor, it's a possibility, but I didn't like her, so I don't care.
I'm surprised they didn't, like, try harder with her.
I mean, I don't know when Cozy Glow was introduced. I have no idea. But it could be that because it was just so close to the end of the show, why would they even want to bother fleshing out a character?
Where are her parents?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Wait, Oh, Bucket 5 says, get the cone. I guess in reference to knife.
I don't even know where that thing is.
Should probably find it.
For some reason, Clayton wants to know if my shirt has holes in it. No, actually. As of a couple of weeks ago, I took all of my clothes that had holes in them, and I mended all of them. So we're all set now.
Battleship says, I think my thoughts are worth more than 2 cents.
Alrighty then, I agree. I'm sorry, I don't have anything witty to say to that. Heather, you're kind of quiet over there. How's your hack coming along?
We're on the green row now.
Oh, there's Clayton with another pun slash play on word slash joke that's not really. He says my thoughts are worth $1 million to the face. That's the punchline. That's what he said.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
You guys need to step up your pun game a little bit more here. Like if Brandon isn't yelling "gosh darn it" and leaving the room, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Alright, that you're competing. If you're gonna compete with me, get on my level. Let's see here. Jack Princess. Hello there, old chum. I'm not a gnome. I'm not a goblin. I'm a gnome.
What the fuck?
Good gnome. Good gnome.
What the fuck just happened?
I think we just got gnome. Or sorry, good gnome.
Alright, I don't want that to happen
Murdoch
again.
says, you know the signs on restaurant doors, no shirt, no shoes, no service. What if someone goes in with no pants, but the restaurant still has to serve them?
Eh?
Cargo shorts are a thing.
Okay, 5 says Brawny. Brandon and Brawny sound like the fight, kiss thing.
Yeah, stop disagreeing with me, Brandon. You're encouraging the shippers.
I think the only one who might be sort of kind of shipping us
Sort of
is either Murdoch or Sweetie.
Yeah, well, if we fight like that in front of her, she definitely will.
Oh god. Clayton has a question for you, Brawny. How did you get your arms and leg and arms and head out? What? Oh, okay.
I have no idea. Let's see.
No.
Well, now we got an active chat here, and Heather up and disappeared. How did you get back here?
Sweetie got home and I was telling her about the food I left her in the microwave.
You could have done that after the stream.
Well, what if she's hungry?
I am hungry.
She is hungry. Look, you were gonna let her starve.
It's not
You're
like
hungry?
she
I
can't...
thought you were Sweetie.
What?
She hungry. He's making dad jokes
Oh, he does that.
Ronnie, no. See, anyway,
Your
it's not
anger gives him fuel.
It's not like Sweetie can't actively search for food.
I like my work. I gotta tell you. Did I tell you I ordered the lunch this Saturday?
Oh, nice.
So, oh gosh, got a little messed up.
No,
But
sorry.
there's Beijing beef in there, walnut shrimp, teriyaki chicken. I don't remember. Was there? Did I get you orange chicken? I don't remember. Did you just eat some?
Yeah, I'm like, that's why I just put in my mouth.
Well,
Yeah,
you must know if
got
you've
messed
worn
up.
your blazer lately.
Yes.
What?
And I'll
Something about
and
his
I'll do
blazer.
it again too. So Honey Dropped the Unicorn said something interesting here. In high school, someone was stealing the donuts from the teacher's lounge. Can't say I blame them. And there were 3 guys who were being punished for it. And then they set a trap of donuts laced with ghost peppers, and they caught the culprit. Oh, that sounds great. Bigorna says the first issue of MLP Season 10 will be Cozy Glow's parents suing Twilight.
Well, where were you?
Yeah, I know.
I'm
I was
charging
like-
you for child neglect.
Right?
Yeah, and endangerment of the entire country. How about we charge you for raising a domestic terrorist?
You could have said the same for who was it that had no parents? Scootaloo? Or
Yeah,
until
but
recently
Scootaloo
had no
wasn't-
parents?
Oh,
Scootaloo
Scootaloo.
wasn't a supervillain, though.
They revealed that Scootaloo had parents, though.
Yeah, but they are neglectful, though.
We could sue them.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that she didn't turn out to be a supervillain is because she's awesome, not because of their raising. Also because she had, lesbian aunts. Lesbian relatives always help potential crazy people become sane. Any sanity I have is because of my sister.
But she's not your aunt.
That's why I said
Hey,
lesbian relatives.
Oh, I thought you said lesbian aunts for some reason. Aw, my family didn't have any lesbians. How did I know?
I don't think any of my aunts are lesbian that I know of.
How come
Hey,
I'm not
sweetie,
the
we're getting
supervillain?
a couple of questions about your leg. Is that something you want to talk about?
Yeah, go for it. What's up?
Oh, they just want to know how it's doing, how it's healing.
It's doing well. I realize I still have difficulty pointing my toes. Downward. Upward, no problem. Downward, still having difficulty with that. Be seeing the doctor on Monday. And funny thing, the people who are paying for my medical bills, TriStar, they're doing all the workers' comp stuff. They're getting all huffy because I didn't get a rabies booster shot. But Concentra, the people who are doing my medical stuff, are like, dude, you got your rabies shot like less than a year ago, and the dog was up to date on his rabies. You're fine. So they're kind of fighting about it. It's kind of funny. We'll see how that goes.
Yep.
Heather
Oh,
gets,
hey, you're. Go ahead, Brandon.
I was gonna say, but Gordon said Heather gets gnomed live, a live stream highlight.
What?
I don't know.
I think
Somebody-
the highlight.
Somebody gnomed us earlier. They just came in the chat and wrote that, gnomed meme script out, and I read it in my best, really bad impression of that voice as I could.
I really gotta be debate on what that meme is about.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only true live stream highlight was my dog thing.
That was funny.
You put that Mickey Mouse laugh away. I have videos on my phone of
Let's
you
see.
doing it that I gotta listen to.
Question for Sweetie. Clayton wants to know if you can quote Sailor Moon's catchphrase.
Which?
The question is which, but I assume he means skitty quashi that oshokyo, or in English, in the name of the moon, I will punish you. Now,
The punishing part, maybe just because I'm an adult, made it seem weird.
the whole anime was weird.
I'm gonna do it. In the name of the moon, I will punish you.
Are you gonna, Bronny? Are you?
Oh
Yes.
no, I think Honey Drop is shipping us, Ronnie.
Yes,
I'll
do
ship
it.
them all.
Ship it.
Out of my
No.
house.
Stop. Yeah, no, we
OTP.
were earlier we were
It was
we were
Brandon
bickering
was our
kind of
ship name
like-
for him, right?
Brandon, it
We were
sounds like
bickering. I
Brandon.
guess people
or
could interpret
Branny.
it as
No, I
like
think it was
a
Brandon.
bitter
Not as
couple.
good.
And
Not as
yeah, I guess now everyone's shipping it.
So how do we feel about Pinkie Pie being a mother?
Love it. It's cool.
Yeah, you think she'd be a good mother?
I think she would. Like,
A lot of spirit in it, obviously. And she has experience with kids now.
she'd be a really, really cool mom. But not necessarily. I think she wouldn't be very great at discipline, and I actually do think that would be cheese sandwiches rule.
Really, I think they'd both be terrible at it. I think that kid would be off the walls or just super depressed and tired all
Well,
the
it
time.
is. The child clearly is off the walls.
I would also expect morbid childhood obesity because I don't expect either of them to know how to properly feed a kid because their diet is like 90% confectionery.
Very true. And bananas.
Yeah.
Murdoch asks, if a person owns a piece of land, do they own it to the center of the earth?
No, I do.
You don't own anything.
No,
Yeah,
actually, I do think there is a limit to how far down in the earth your property goes. I don't know
Like,
what
if
the
you
element
go-
is, but I think it is.
If
there
you
is one.
go down deep enough and you strike oil, it now belongs to the U.S. government.
No, not
Well,
necessarily. When the oil gets to the surface, it's owned by the person who owns that property. But the oil beneath the house technically does not belong to the person.
And that operates under the assumption that the U.S. government does already own every single oil hotspot ever.
Here's how you tell, where the U.S. Navy operates its jurisdiction. So just look at a map of the world. The blue parts. It's pretty much how that works. Let's see here. Sweetie, which do you think is better? Pony Fluttershy or human Fluttershy?
No, oh no,
They
please
both
don't,
suck.
not the Fluttershy thing.
Human Fluttershy hasn't done anything yet, has she?
In Equestria Girls, no. In the comics, yes. Okay. So I tried starting to read the comics. I read the first arc, loved the first arc, and then there was an Equestria Girls comic, and I read it, and I was like, okay, let's see if Fluttershy can refrain from pissing me off. She did, right up until the very end, where she, a high school age girl, we are given to understand, works at an animal shelter with a lab coat on. There is no reason a high school student should be allowed to wear a lab coat because it indicates that she's a doctor, which she is not.
Whoa. I really gotta read that comic.
The very last
Unless she's
panel
like-
with Fluttershy has
unless
her at an
she's
animal
just
shelter with
like
a lab coat on. And I'm like,
Maybe she's just.
F. So I just I rage quit that. I rage quit all the comics. All of them. And well, honestly, it was just because I didn't get around to reading the rest. But I'm gonna say I rage quit, and it totally wasn't my own laziness.
She's a dumb
I
high
don't know.
schooler, sure, but isn't that more the shelter's fault for allowing that? Being like, oh yeah, here, wear a lab coat, people will think you're a professional.
It's illegal.
It definitely is. That is definitely the shelter's fault, though.
Unless she's doing it on her own. Either way, it's indicating that a high schooler can be a veterinarian. Don't appreciate it.
Let's also take into consideration that the laws of Equestria Human World Landville are not the same as our laws.
Or maybe they're...
Probably.
Maybe Flutter-
A
maybe
14-year-old
Fluttershy's
girl
a
should
child
not be a
genius.
doctor. Period.
Yeah, shouldn't be, but I don't know. I don't know what the
She
split
shouldn't be she shouldn't be doing medical practice in Equestria, but she does. So if you are saying that there is apparently a law that prepubescent girls, or as they're going through puberty, who are illegal to, for many things, are legal to do doctoral work, then F that crap and F the entire world for allowing it.
What if Fluttershy's like a child genius and is, legitimately went through all the qualifications?
She clearly doesn't, because she clearly doesn't know what the hell she's talking about.
What if, I don't know, what if she's volunteering at the shelter and she just has that code indicating that she's a student of sorts for some reason?
No, they would not allow a volunteer. I know this working at an animal shelter, we would never allow a volunteer to walk around with a lab coat, because then people will think that they're a veterinarian, ask them for advice, and then say that it's doctoral work, and that's considered malpractice, and that's freaking illegal.
Preach it, sister.
She
How do we
is.
feel about
Well, wait till she
Sunburst
finishes
beard?
eating.
Mm-hmm.
She's still eating. You give her an upset tummy.
Mm-hmm.
I know I don't like to
Huh?
get passionate while I'm eating. Then I eat with this angry face.
No, it's fine. What's up? What'd you ask, Brody?
I said, how do we feel about Sunburst's beard?
I love it. It's so cute.
At the
At the end?
Mm-hmm.
I can't
yeah,
remember
the
it.
time skip.
Like, before it was just a
God, that
goatee,
beard
and I was
looks
just
so
like,
out of place. It looks so out of place. I
And
don't
I love
like
it. It does look terribly out of place, and I love it. It's great.
I didn't like his goatee either. Like, the second I saw him with that goatee, I was like, son, you need to shave that.
Oh no, I was the opposite. I was like, dude, commit or don't commit. And then when he committed, and at the epilogue, I'm like, yes! Alright.
But did Twilight marry Flash Sentry?
Probably not.
Oh. I wanted just a hint of Flash Sentry somewhere. You'll satisfy the cheese pie shippers, but you won't satisfy me, Hasbro.
Let's be fair, Cheese Pie's a better ship.
Let's be fair, I'll
Flashlight is
never
a
be
bad
satisfied.
canon ship.
That's true.
Twilight should be dating my OC.
Gross.
Whore.
That's right, I have a thing for the princesses.
Gross.
Whore. I see. You just like me because I was wearing a crown.
Yep.
Just fits right into
Figured
your
it out.
kink.
There's-
I need to drop. Says.
Would you
what
have
about
wanted a
Sunset
spring
Shimmer's
roll? I realized I
human
didn't get you
counterpart?
one.
Where is
Oh,
she?
that's fine.
Show staff said there was no Sunset Shimmer human counterpart.
Sure.
They're making
there
it-
wasn't.
She's dead. Where the hell does Sunset live? I want that answer.
Well, she has an apartment.
Does her job pay for it and stuff? Her job as a high schooler? working like at a sushi restaurant, if I remember that one music video correctly.
I don't freaking pay attention. They pressure girls with bullcrap.
Yeah, she was working at a sushi restaurant as a waitress. And what, does she have an apartment by herself? Like, what's the deal? I have a lot of questions.
I have, like, given what we know about it, it does seem like a stretch, but I have known people that can survive relatively well on tips.
Only if you're working at a Hooters. Them's the big.
Or if you're just a really good waiter / waitress. Doesn't have to be at a Hooters.
Well, albeit
Plus, back when she was evil, you're like, I bet you, you know, a barrel of bits that she was really good at extortion.
She's got patrons.
Who?
It's funny, Heather.
Lewd
I've
cosplays.
never actually been inside a Hooters. What's that like?
I've been inside a Hooters with Ronnie. Made him play
The
Shovel
food
Knight.
is really bad.
I imagine it looks like one of those like bro dude type of places. And I
It's
hate
just
those
a place
places.
where you eat wings and that's it.
But if the wings aren't good, then why would you even go there?
You're not
The
there
tits.
for the wings, you're there for the breasts.
And maybe the ass. They wear shorts too.
It's gross, but okay.
Yep, it's life. They did the kids.
Last time I went to Hooters, I was a bit distracted because I had something way better looking than any waitress sitting right across from me.
It was my DS with Shovel Knight on it. I made him play a few levels.
Why are you playing your DS while you're eating with somebody?
Because
I asked the same
freaking
thing.
Ronnie was running table to table talking to everybody, and I was with people I barely knew, and they were all on their DS. So I'm just like, I'm gonna play Shovel Knight, and I did.
Oh my god.
Then she got me playing Shovel Knight, and I couldn't get past like the tutorial level.
That wasn't a tutorial level, I don't think. I don't remember. I liked that game though.
But whatever. The point is, the first freaking dragon killed me repeatedly. And that was even if I got to the dragon, instead of like falling down a cliff.
Bucket 5 says, imagine if Heather's crown had magical powers and you put it on your head. Wait, what kind of powers though?
If my power is located in my crown, that's dumb.
Yeah.
That sounds like some sort of like evil villain thing, like at the end of your life you transfer your powers to your crown. Kind of a Horcrux situation.
Yeah, you know what? When I die, I transfer my powers to my crown. I want to be the device that some villain uses, and I want it to be cool.
There you go.
Yay! And my crown, like, it looks good and good golden, but like, imagine making it evil. It's gonna be great.
There you go.
There's a DC villain that does that, not a villain, a hero that does that, and I cannot remember their name.
God, let me think about it too. I might know. Oh
What
no,
is
it's
Clayton
what's the thing?
Clayton.
Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate has the helmet that a spirit is inside, and
Yeah,
whoever
Dr.
wears
Fate. The mantle of Dr. Fate.
it. Yeah. Freaking
So, question for
that guy
Sweetie
grim.
from Clayton. What do you have against Sunset? I think she's a lot better than Starlight Glimmer.
I don't have anything against Sunset. Did I say anything against Sunset?
Yeah, it was Fluttershy.
Fluttershy, I hate. Well, not hate. She's just my least favorite of the main 6. No, I don't have anything against Sunset.
For someone you don't hate, you can rant about it a lot.
She has a lot of good points too. I really like that she. I'd say my favorite thing about Fluttershy is her whole like baby steps thing. You know, that she struggles with being assertive, and she has to constantly work at it, and that it's not like a switch that suddenly she's better at it. You know, it's something she does have to constantly work at, and that she gets a wee bit better, you know, as the series goes on, but not, she doesn't suddenly become someone else, you know?
I think we need to address the serious problem that Equestria Girl's rarity can't handle life.
I know you're expecting me to say something, but
Isn't that just kind of the only thing that her
she's a
character had going for her?
teenage girl.
That's not an excuse.
She's a
No,
teenage
excuse.
girl. She's got her
Rest of-
strong
Not an
suits.
excuse.
She's
Sunset
an
Shimmer
artistically
lives on her own.
talented girl who's
I-
focused on her, fashion pursuits. I mean, like, what signifies that she can't deal with life? The time she got a limo, hey, she can afford to have a limo. Maybe
I think
Maybe it's from her parents.
Yeah, I think that her parents can afford a limo. That's still something.
Yeah, that's
I think
great living.
The only time, and keep in mind, I'm not up to date on all Equestria Girl stuff. So the only time I remember Rarity really annoying me was when she tried to take a grand piano to school, and she was scraping it along the sidewalk and going, why don't grand pianos come with wheels? And I go, they do! Every grand piano I've ever worked with has come with wheels, so you can move it on and off stage. Why the heck, if she's bringing it to school, why the heck doesn't she have... What parent dropped the child off with a grand piano without wheels?
I was about to ask, how far has she been pushing this? How strong is she really?
And I'm just like, the poor piano! Ah!
The grand pianos are like over 1,000. That hurts.
Like, it's...
I know, my grand pianos are like I don't know, I'm the type of person where I don't like watching instruments get hurt. So I'm like, the piano, stop it. It's making me hurt.
But then it got better because she got the Diamond Dogs to carry it for her.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that either, but at least the piano wasn't suffering for it.
Hey, I just like that they kind of brought the Diamond Dogs back a little bit.
Do you want to know what would have been kind of an extra punch to the face? Is if that piano was completely out of tune.
Huh?
If that piano was...
Oh, was out of tune?
It was just completely out of tune.
Yeah. Well, we never heard her play it.
Yeah, they were like, that's too big. Play a guitar.
Yeah, so instead of... Yeah, they gave her a guitar instead so that it could be more portable. So we replaced the out of tune for the auto tune.
Badum.
That's not even the worst one I've heard so far.
No, probably not.
Yeah, he's been here.
Okay, so sweetie, we got to tell you this. So earlier, we got this really good question about. So we're in the Harry Potter world, and we got to decide to make magic known to the rest of the world. Do we do it? What do you think?
Because I was like when I was a kid and watching, I was just like, why do you keep it from the Muggles? But as I've gotten older, I've been like, okay, yeah, Salem witch trials. But like, could the Muggles even do that? But like, then it's a whole, you don't want the Muggles to fear you either. I don't know.
I think there's also like a Avatar complex as well. Like the Benders versus non-Benders stuff at the beginning of Korra. That type of thing.
I don't want that conflict, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with, from my own perspective, in reality, I'm gonna go with no, because magic to me functions on faith, and there is no faith if you have proof.
Unless magic
Yep.
is just science we don't understand.
Magic is just science we don't understand at the end of the day. So until we can understand it, probably shouldn't tamper with it.
A question for Heather by Clayton. What did you think of that music video about Rarity? Would you say it was a little much?
What was what?
The music video about Rarity.
Rarity had like 4 music videos. Which one are you referring to?
Is it the one where she had the suit and went like...
Yeah, I hated that one so much.
Oh, I don't even remember the song, but I love Rarity doing anything.
Nagorna says everybody is worse in Equestria Girls, even Applejack, and Clayton immediately follows up with falsehood.
No, actually, it's true. Applejack is not nearly as cool in Equestria Girls as she is in MLB.
I can't think of anything. Like, other than, like, the one thing that comes to mind that I remember Equestria's Girls Applejack doing is, like, Rarity was just like, come on, man, I made this great outfit. And she's like, no one cares what we're wearing. And she's like, I care. Because I'm like, yeah, obviously she cares. And she thought that you cared, that she cared.
I think the problem I have with Applejack is she's significantly more tactless and significantly less motherly. She doesn't really dote on them like she does in MLP.
If we got transported to Ponyville, what would be the first thing we do?
Freak the heck out.
Then Sugar Cube.
I think the first thing I do is figure out how to get out of there.
Uh-huh.
Back into the real world.
But Sugar Cube Corner.
We have plenty of things like Sugar Cube Corner in the real world.
But they don't like. I haven't seen a building that looks like that ever. I want to take a selfie in front of it.
We'll find you a cupcake-shaped building.
Clayton asks, was AJ ever good? Didn't she always have poor writing?
No.
Some instances, but you know.
She was better at the
We know
beginning
she's
of the
better than
series.
that.
She was better at the beginning of the series. My favorite Applejack episode to date is not an Applejack episode. It is, or at least the one that made me fall in love with her. It is Dragon Shy.
Oh yeah.
So here's Applejack. So everybody is whining and moaning and bitching about Fluttershy. About something I don't usually whine and bitch about Fluttershy about, which is her being scared. I'm fine with her being shy. So I was actually on the side of like, oh my gosh, Rainbow Dash, stop being a jerk.
And rightfully terrified. We're going to face a dragon. You know, am I supposed to be cool with that?
Well, anyway, Applejack doesn't miss a beat, takes the map from Twilight, and is like, look, I'm just going to find another way up the mountain to help Fluttershy. And she basically drags Fluttershy up a mountain, while the rest of them are just chilling doing nothing. She drags Fluttershy up a mountain. And then, when Fluttershy reveals her fears, she tries to console her. She's like, you know what? You have every right to be scared. We're all scared. You know, she doesn't tease her. She doesn't, you know, she's like, you know what? You have a right to be scared, but we have a job to do, you know. But she's also practical. She's not, you know, saying like, oh, that's okay, honey, go sit in the corner and do nothing. You know, she's like, you have a right to be scared, but we're here to do a job, and we need to do it. You know, and no, Fluttershy didn't respond to that, but at least that was the kind of consoling and caring that Applejack offered her. And that's why Applejack is the best pony.
Battleship Badgincourt says, what are our favorite original characters from fan fictions? From MLP fan fictions?
Strictly fan fictions? Oh. Hold on. The only one I could think of, like, an OC, like, cause, like, of course my favorite fan OC is Flufflepuff. And,
like, I don't get that.
it's just a ball of floof.
A pink floof.
That's the thing. It's a ball of
And that goes-
no
That goes,
characterization. Last I checked.
no, and she likes tacos, and she likes booping, and she goes, and she loves Chrysalis. And can I just say that I saw art of Flufflepuff in front of the statue from the finale, and my heart freaking broke.
Oh my.
She lost her
Yeah,
waifu.
the animation.
Oh man, no!
Flufflepuff lost her waifu in the finale, and I'm gonna die.
That's the worst.
I totally did not think about it until I saw art
was-
from, I think, the
There
official
was a
Flufflepuff
really
Twitter.
cute-
And like,
there was a really cute 11-second animation that somebody just made of Flufflepuff just running around that statue, and then looking at Chrysalis, and putting like a Pop-Tart or something in her mouth, and then just sitting next to the statue, and then it's
it's
Yeah.
heartbreaking.
Find that and give it to me because I want to see it.
It's heartbreaking. She lost her waifu.
You know what?
Discord didn't think about the waifus affected by his decision.
No. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. You know why? Because Flufflepuff is alternate universe. That's what it is.
But Flufflepuff, the official Flufflepuff Twitter acknowledges it.
No, Flufflepuff Twitter, I'll fight you.
I'm pretty sure that's who it was. Let me see.
so.
Retcon
But
it.
Heather, do you have any OCs that you like?
Besides Flufflepuff, and I'm trying to think from fan fiction because the first one I can think of is Graves. That's the biggest fan fiction, and
Yep.
I liked Hemmingmane in that one. And I'm trying to think of like a different OC though, of like, because I usually watch like read crossover fan fictions or fan fictions that are just about like canon characters, and there isn't really a lot of notable OCs. Because ship fix.
Yeah, I was gonna say Graves too. So let's see here. Christine came in a bit ago and said, "Hi guys.
Hi.
What's up?
How quick would Pinky's food put us in a sugar coma?"
Probably instantly. Probably with one cupcake.
All this work just to go diabetic immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are weak. I don't get sugar comas.
You will with Pinkie Pie. She'll find a way.
She will. Why is there a notification?
I make the s'mores thing though. Like,
Yeah. And she could
I'll bet you
probably
that could.
she could
bet you
probably
that
make
could
something
compete.
far more lethal.
Maybe.
Oh man, we gotta get ice
Christine
cream for
says
that.
Applejack's best portrayal is in the main attraction.
Main attraction.
Razzle dazzle.
Razzle. Is that with her? That was pretty good. Pretty good one.
I like that one.
I like that one. Yes, I can agree.
Why do I like Razzle Dazzle so much?
It is a catchy song, unfortunately.
It is, yes. And that's what I kind of like about it, is that you can totally buy it as like a pop song that's totally no,
No substance.
substance. Thank you. Substance was exactly the word I was looking for. No
Yes.
substance in it. It just complete. It's catchy. It's what people will be humming, and that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Clayton says, pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
No, please, no. Let's
Corns.
not.
That's what
All
we
together
sing in
now,
our
girls.
con lines.
No.
Everybody just for Brandon. 3, 2, 1, pink
Fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
Pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. Let's review what we just learned. What color are the unicorns?
Pink
Where are they dancing?
rainbows.
Use one word to describe the texture of their magical fur.
Smiles! Yay!
Good job, ladies.
Yay!
I just keep thinking of freaking what's his face? Dan's
Dan.
face being like poured up in a smile by what was it? Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie
or
Pie,
Rainbow?
and I think he gets out a gun.
It's like
Yeah, because somebody was laying on his head and he just slowly raises his gun.
No, not laying on his head. Like, I think Pinkie Pie was pulling his face up into a smile.
Oh yeah, like I did with you in that one picture. You know what was my favorite thing about that was like Applejack in the corner eating her own hat, like
eating her own hat, like.
Like-
'Cause the whole idea, I think, is that they don't want to say it, so they're all like.
Sweetie, do you enjoy Fluttershy's Animal Sanctuary?
Not in the latest episode.
Yeah, that
not-
was a problem.
Yeah, if
And
we
you know something?
ignore
I saw
the.
that coming from a mile away. The first time they introduced that pet sanctuary, I'm like, you've got predators and prey hanging out
Well,
together here.
I'm back.
I was okay with that because, like, ironically, I was okay with it because it was a weird thing. I was very conflicted about the first instance it came up because I got where Fluttershy was coming from and I got where everybody else was coming from. In the real practical world, yes, you would want confinement. You would want all the things they're suggesting, things that you would want. And Fluttershy goes, no, we don't need that. And, I do stop and I go, in a fantasy setting, she's right. It's one of the few times I actually played the fantasy card on myself. It's like, in the real world, we need confinement to keep animals separated, and that's the whole freaking point. But this is a world where she can communicate with the animals. This is a world where she could. So the fact that she had an animal therapy therapy circle made perfect sense to me. That she could communicate with the animals and be like, hey, stop eating each other. Stop it. And that would make sense. So I got it. So that's why I was conflicted. I'm like, in the real world setting, you would need confinement, but I get the fantasy setting where she could talk to the animals and reason with them. All right, I guess we don't need it, So I was sort of heading in mind.
The opening to the book Life of Pi said something along the lines of a zoo. We tend to think of zoos as like animal jails, but in another way, a zoo is actually really good for the animals because they've always got access to the health care they're going to need. They don't have to worry about predators, and they know where their food's going to come from, and they got the perfect environment all the time. So yeah.
I think it's best for animals that can't go back to the wild. I do think the wild is best for any healthy animals, but if they've been raised in a domestic situation or there's something health-wise that prevents them from going back, I do think zoos and the like are the best things for them.
Buckin wants to know if there's any good fan fictions about us.
You do? I could make one.
I could help.
No thanks. No thanks. We're okay.
Who wants to go in my friend fiction folder?
Oh god. Oh god.
Hey, Heather.
I remember one.
I love how that realization like gradually.
You're like, oh god, that's actually a thing
Oh,
that
God.
exists.
Yeah, that's like, I'm like, and I'm in it, and so is and I remember the one you would share with everybody.
You went, ha ha ha. Oh god.
that was very much.
There's one of Brandon in there too.
Hey,
Oh.
Heather, unwashed secrets.
That's what I called it. It was gross.
Oh my.
Oh,
I forget the title of the one you made with me.
I don't remember. It's probably a pun or something, just to piss you
Probably. Well, puns don't piss me off.
off. I don't know, to annoy you a little bit, nettle ya. I know it was. I loved writing that one. I had such energy in it. Love using tropes.
Oh, it was trope heavy. It was very trope heavy.
I know. I just imagined you in an outfit.
In a sailor uniform, I imagined it was a very like high school anime romance.
I loved it.
Like I think you said it's like they were by the apple blossoms. Like you mean cherry blossoms? You're trying to pretend it's American, but you totally mean like the Sakura.
No, I'm not making it American. I'm making it pony.
Making it pony, okay? But I'm like
The apple blossom trees
and
are in
like,
blue.
it's like, oh yeah, I left a letter on his desk. I'm like, what desk?
The desk that
The
I
desk
know
he
he
has
has.
at school.
Obviously. Canonically, that takes place in the Coach Bronny universe.
Okay.
Heather is. I've actually no. I did read the weird coach one, but after reading Unwatched Secrets, Heather is the best worst friendfic writer.
When I'm motivated, girl.
Heather is Brie, Sweetie Bloom is Deet, and Brawny is Ryan from Dark Crystal, and Brandon is Hup.
Ah.
Who are any of these people?
Yeah, I don't know what the heck Dark Crystal
I've only
is.
watched
What?
one Dark Crystal
I'm
movie.
sorry. We got to pause for it. What do you mean you don't know what it is?
I don't. I know it's a movie, and I know it has Muppets, but other than that, I don't know it.
It recently got a reboot.
It did. It recently got a reboot, which I have not watched, but I will accept that you know that it's a Jim Henson film.
Yeah, the guy.
But when you say you've never heard of it, I was about to go ballistic.
Yeah, well, I've never seen it. If it's so I don't know. Maybe we'll just put that on the list too.
I liked
Yes.
the movie I saw because my brother-in-law Charles was into it, and he had the first movie, or was it the first movie? Was it the only movie?
There's
Was it-
only one movie.
Okay, then I watched it, and I liked it.
It's a good movie. It's
I like the gross bird people.
the Gross Bird people. They were the best part. But ironically, the heroes were very. I feel like someone described the movie really well. I can't remember what the heck it was. Because there's some like interesting parts in the film, shall we say?
Which parts?
Well, I mean, just like the heroes, like you say, were and they were looking, and they were in their motivations.
I didn't like their noses.
They had noses. It was weird.
I found it funny that like the girl just suddenly flies, and he's like, "How do you have wings?" She's like, "Yeah, I have wings." And he's like, "How?" And she's like, "Well, I'm a girl. I have wings." Now I like that was her explanation for having wings.
I mean, why the hell not?
And I'm like, yeah, cool. I want to
Yeah.
be in a race where only the chicks have wings.
There you go.
Wait, can I just? I just want to make a comment. Battleship. Why would you ever try any of those things?
Any of what things?
He says, I've never had enough sugar to go into a coma and never drank enough to black out and wake up with a hangover. I tried but never managed those. Why would you ever want to try
A lot of
getting
people
blackout drunk?
No, a lot of people try. A lot of underage people try to get blackout drunk, and that's what annoys me about underage people drinking. Is because they drink like they'll never have alcohol again in their life.
My little sister was like that.
Yeah, no, people try to get blackout drunk, and the only explanation I can hear of that makes an even monochrome of sense is when they're like, "Well, I want to know my limits." I'm like, I get that, but also why?
That's a load though. They're lying.
Yeah.
They're
That's
lying.
a giant lie.
That is a
Pretty much.
egregious
Don't get me wrong. There's
lie.
a part of me because I've never gone blackout drunk. A part of me is just curious. Is like, how much would it take?
It It would take a lot for me. I don't have the finances to get blackout drunk. The drunkest I've ever gotten was after 6 glasses of wine.
I don't know what my drunkest was probably at a Carino's after 4 drinks, and that's like Bellinis and stuff.
If I open up a bottle of vodka or tequila and sniff it, done.
I want to have him drink one of these.
Now, tequila, to be fair, that's one of the few liquors that gets me really good. Like, on my 21st birthday, I ordered tequila and they accidentally gave me 2. I mean, I'm sure I paid for both of them. Basically, my sister's like, go pay for your drink. The whole point is you're 21 and you could pay for it. And I'm like, okay, but they gave me money because it was my birthday and it's not actually going to be my money. So anyway, they give me 2 shots of tequila. I take one, wait a little bit, take another, and we were at a karaoke bar, so they call me up. And so right after I took the second shot, and I like get up and woo, the world spins. Like I stand up and I nearly fall back over. I'm like, huh.
What song did you?
What did you say, Brandon?
I was gonna say, what song did you sing?
I sang Fool on the Hill by the Beatles, and luckily I knew the lyrics to the song because I was so drunk I could not read them off of the prompt because they were so fuzzy because of the tequila.
Karaoke Beatles, it sounds awesome.
Oh yeah. Fool on the Hill is one of my favorites to sing at karaoke.
As the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Honey Drop the Unicorn says 8th gen Rapidash is cute.
Huh? Which gen is that? 8th gen.
The latest.
Oh, I'm thinking. Oh, okay, I think I remember what it looks like. That is cute.
She literally said what the generation was, and you asked what generation.
No, I mean like what like how should I know that generation? Like I don't know the numbers. You need to tell me more than the number of the generation. Like what's generation, whatever number you just said, because like is that the generation where they like which league was it? What setting was it?
Heather, it's the sentimental generation.
I don't know the words because they're in Japanese.
But you wanted to.
I did.
Chuckley Fun says, hey, I arrived late. Hey, how's it going, Brian?
Yo.
Boy.
Brian! What's up?
Let me see. Begorna says, when Cozy Glow starts a race war, she gets petrified, but when Angel starts one, he gets no punishment?
He's a rabbit.
Okay. I guess that makes it okay.
Is it weird that Buck and 5 wants to see TF2 and Alice's fanfiction?
It exists.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. It's probably ludicrous.
No, not the ones I've read. I'm not saying they don't exist, I'm sure they do. They're just not sent to me.
Cool. The fanfic writer's probably hoping like they'll see my fanfiction, see what a great writer I am, and let me be a showrunner.
That's probably
What
it,
do we think about the She-Ra reboot?
We've
We've been asked this before, and I
A lot,
only watched
mostly.
like half of the first season, so I don't know. I want to get back into it, I really do, but like, it's on the back of my head. I got a lot of shows on the back burner. Gotta finish season 1 of Fruit Basket.
Yes, you do, girl.
Gotta finish season 1 of
Hey,
Fruit
Heather.
Baskets.
Not related to shows, but out of all the albums or music I've sent you, how much of that do you have on the back burner?
I always listen to like a little sample of what you told me. I mean, I don't want to sit down and listen to a whole album. Call me like a freak. But I do remember a few of them. I remember some things from Smashing Pumpkins. I mean, I think the real question is like, what albums do you actually remember? And I'm like, shit.
You had to be sent music from Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, he does it.
No, it's just it boggles me that.
Well, of course I've heard of them,
okay.
but like I didn't go out of my way to listen to it
You
because
don't
I was
have
just
to go out of your but back in their heyday. These days you probably have to go out of your way, but back in their heyday you didn't have to go out of your way.
I probably have heard their music and I just don't remember it or like know it was them.
Probably.
Most likely.
I think the best release, which is funny enough, is their most inconsistent one tonally, but I think the best release is Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
I think you've told me that, maybe.
So, ladies, are we ready for this wedding next week?
think I am. Are you?
Sort of. I mean, I need to clean the hell out of my room and stuff, but yeah.
Oh, my coworker gave me jewelry.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I need to go clothes shopping.
What do you need?
Well, the thing is, the dress that I was going to wear at first only comes down to my knees, and I can't show my ankle off in public right now.
Are you sure? Is it that bad? Let me see.
I think she's gonna have those scabs for at least another month.
Yeah. Hence
Based
why I'm
on
going to cover
the
this back up
pictures
again.
that I saw.
Yeah, best to do that. I'm sorry. I got an animal instinct to touch it.
Yeah, no. But yeah, that was. Remember I told you how.
Now, those are actually not nearly as bad as I thought. But yeah, you're probably gonna have those for at least another 3 weeks.
We should go to Forever 21. They are having a sale. $3 dresses, really long.
Are they wedding appropriate though?
There's quite a few, so I think we can find you something.
Forever 21 doesn't always come in my size, but we can give it a shot.
Oh,
this looks
if
like
not, we should
something
look
I
at
can
Q.
play.
They usually run like at least to 3X, and I'm certain you're not that big.
Yeah, sure.
But they have really well-priced clothes at Q.
If you say so.
Yeah, you could get a cardigan there for like around $10. I'm certain everything else is well-priced. Especially other places where shirts are like 20-something bucks, and I got one for $10.
I also have to think about shoes. Although I do have some like nice sandals I could wear, cause yeah.
And we'll get your pedicure.
Yeah, I'm worried about the pedicure too.
I'm sure, like, you just gotta tell them, like, be gentle, no.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to say no to the whole deep spa stuff. I
Really?
do not want any exfoliating going on my ankle right now.
Absolutely, you like just straight up tell them like no.
Yeah, no touchy.
No touching.
Like it's
this whole area is
no
a no
touchy.
area. The other leg.
The other leg go nuts. That's the other thing too. Why I need a long dress is I haven't had the courage to shave. Dallas has, and like you're braver than I haven't had the courage to shave.
Yeah, you could probably just like. Well, yeah. I think I would be nervous too.
Yeah. Plus, I usually wear pants anyway.
Do your stretches.
Oh.
Just do it.
Oh, there's a crack.
Honey Drop the
Hear these
Unicorn
knuckles.
says there's an animated show on YouTube called No Evil.
We all know that show. I showed it to Bronny. He said, like, I know of the show No Evil. I'm like, because I showed it to you. You don't remember?
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm sure there was a question going on.
You showed that to me like you'd only known me for like a couple of weeks, and you showed that to me. So yeah, we've known. I haven't checked it since I binged it way back in 2015. So if there's more updates, I mean, shoot, that was 4 years ago. Maybe I should.
Yeah, you need to update yourself. Was there a question other than just name dropping No Evil because it's awesome?
Let's see here. Buckin5 wants to know if Sweetie would come on an episode of Brony Debates, which did I invite you onto an episode of Brony Debates, or was that an episode of Friday Night Fights I invited you on?
Whichever one involved shipping.
Brony Debates.
Yeah, that would have been Brony Debates. No, because I haven't had a Brony Debates topic about shipping yet. That would have been Friday Night Fights with Monster Prom. Because I figured you'd find that funny, and I was like, oh, you know. But unfortunately, Sweetie often works. Is scheduled to be working while I'm streaming.
Guys, Sweetie hasn't heard
up?
about the KFC dating sim yet.
Yeah, she did, because I told her to reinforce my decision and to inform you of that. And
yes, I thought you were making it.
Disobeyed.
It's a real thing?
It's a real thing.
I didn't disobey you. I don't think I was home. I think you told me to go into her room, and I'm like, I'm still at work, dude.
Yeah, because he won't play the KFC dating sim on his stream.
I don't want to play the gosh darn KFC dating
game.
It doesn't even look like Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, they made
I'm
him
sorry.
hot.
I cannot shake the fact that Silver has to play it. Like, he's got to. I've got to find a way.
Tell him to stream it. Tell him to stream it for charity.
Stream it for charity. Ooh, I like this.
Oh, what's a good charity? Christmas is coming. Make it a Christmas charity.
Oh my god.
Toy drive.
I don't know if I want to text him
We're
about
gonna
it. I might just message him
traumatize
on
the
Skype.
children with this horrible dating simulator while we're trying to buy them toys.
He won't even play Hatafu Boyfriend.
Noel Davis says hi.
Yo.
Oh no, I'm sorry. He left Discord and we're now leaving.
Everyone does.
Fucking
He goes about,
fudge
I can never tell
is-
the next social media thing he's gonna be on. I swear to God. Like there'll be times where I want him to see something, and I'll just send it to all of his social media, and then whichever one he responds to first, I delete them from all the other social media I sent him through. Like I'll send him on Skype and Discord, and then he'll respond to me on Discord, and I'll delete it from Skype. Or he'll respond to me on Skype, and I'll delete it from Discord. Like he doesn't need to know that I spammed him the same message.
I have that with some people. I'm just like, do I text this to them? Do I like?
I like to refrain from texting unless it's something important or real world. Like, ironically, I've been texting him every time someone gives me a gift. Because I'm like, these mother truckers, they won't stop gifting me shit.
Like my friend Juanita, I haven't texted her in a long time. I've been doing Twitter messaging because something happened to her phone, and now that's just like our go-to. And I don't even know if I have the same number for her anymore. I don't even know how I'm gonna call her
Brandon,
now.
take the wheel.
Oh, I was gonna say fucking just drop the ban from Equestria name. Oh, God.
Banned from Equestria Daily.
I am assuming so.
That people still remember that? I thought it was just me. I kind of wondered if that was even something that existed and
What
not
do you
something
mean?
like a fever
What do you
dream
mean
that I
just
had.
You? Wait, what do you mean it was? What do you mean you thought it was just you?
Yeah, you don't need to ask me questions, man.
I just realized something very off topic.
What?
I don't know if we can do the pedicure manicure on Monday because I realized I've got Pony Finder that night.
Yeah, we can do it on Sunday because they're open, but I gotta look at their hours because they're open slightly earlier.
Close like earlier. Okay, yeah.
So we could go on Sunday if you want.
Yeah, it would unfortunately have to be because I usually.
Hold on, let me look up our nail salon right now.
I mean, as much as I'd love to go into a Pony Finder with ball and nails, I don't know if we'd have the time to do that.
Let me see their hours. Oh, they open at 11 on Sunday and they close at 5.
Okay, we can do that.
So let's wake up. And you want to go at like later in the afternoon? Definitely a while before they close, because I don't want to be those people again that are like with them after hours.
I know, I felt so bad. We like walked in right before they closed, so they like had to stay open late to finish us up, and I felt so bad.
Yeah, let's try.
Let's not do that again.
Do you want
Yeah.
to try going at 2?
Yeah,
2 o'clock. Yeah. I want to get not like these, but sharp.
Sharp? She does fancy stuff with her nails. I do not.
I have glitter on my nails right now. I'll just paint my nails at home if it's just a regular day, but like if it's an occasion. And the only reason, like, I would get my nails done every month when I was back at home, but the reason I stopped now is because I'm like, that's a lot of money I'm throwing at my nails.
Yeah. I usually only get my nails done every 4 years or for a special occasion. And usually those coincide. So I usually try to get my nails did for weddings, graduation, stuff like that.
I got her to go get her nails done with me for BronyCon.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, okay.
I was like, I gotta get
Oh,
my
but
nails done.
you know why I agreed though? Because I feel like I hadn't gotten my nails done for Ellie's wedding.
Did you not?
Or maybe that was what we got it for then. Because I feel like you were getting it. I don't know.
I was getting it for BronyCon.
And I was getting it. I feel like I was getting it for Ellie's wedding, and you were getting it for BronyCon.
Were they really close together?
They were pretty close. Like one was in July, one was in August.
Okay.
So I think that was it.
Maybe? I feel like that was after.
It may have been after. Because I'm not entirely. Because I don't remember getting them. Like I wasn't getting them for BronyCon. I was kind of like, oh, I owe one getting my nails did because of Ellie's wedding.
Does that mean you're not gonna get your nails done with me for conventions? Aw.
I can't spend that kind of money. Weddings are worth it. Conventions are not.
I'm all gonna do it because my nails look pretty.
I don't ever get my nails done.
You should.
Dude, remember the guy who got his
Yeah!
pedicure with us?
Wait.
Like full beard dude, super hairy,
Very dude.
wearing a jersey, and he was just getting his toes done. Like
no, not just toes done. Like the whole I think they were like giving him a seaweed wrap on his calves or something.
That was
and
like
he had no
exfoliating
shade.
thing.
He was just sitting there like, yeah.
He had a tablet on. I think he was watching like sports, just like whatever.
Yeah, and I was just like, this guy is awesome. I didn't want to look at him too much because I didn't want to seem like I was staring. I'm like, this guy's so awesome.
He's like, you know what? Friday night, treat yourself.
Yeah, he's like, whatever. So, like, I love this guy. He was too far away for us to speak to him, though. Sadly. Otherwise, I would have been like...
I didn't know it was a guy. Like, I was looking at the toes. I'm like, oh, they're getting their legs done. But then I saw the legs were like...
super hairy.
And I'm like, those look like Bronny's legs. What?
Because there was a man attached to him. A husky man.
I was just like, whoa, very feminist. Oh, wait.
That's true, very fair. Well, that's how I'm...
You leave my Sasquatch legs out of this.
Don't you want...
That's how I'm gonna seem, though, when I get the pedicures. It's gonna be like, also, I haven't shaved.
You shave one leg.
I'm not gonna... No, God, I'd rather be hairy on both.
Let's see here. Clayton says he's going to bed. Have a good night, Clayton.
Bye.
Nice night. Fucking 5.
Oh, bye.
Now I can finally say something. Sweetie Heather, thought about your top 10 Friendship is Magic episode list.
Oh, God, I don't have a list.
I'd have to really think about it. And catch up on some episodes I still haven't seen.
Like, if I had to say some that were my favorites that come to mind, you know, I liked,
Perfect Pair.
Perfect Pair is a good one. Perfect Pair is a good one.
Probably be number 1 for me.
I like, you know what comes to my mind? Keep Calm and Flutter On. Surprisingly.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan.
Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
wasn't a big fan because I didn't like it seemed very, very rushed at the end. I was just like...
I think
I will admit
Sweetie is the
pacing
kind
was,
of
Yeah.
is the kind of person to write some kind of really dark fanfic about Fluttershy just out of her dislike.
Me? I don't hate her that
Yeah,
much.
I don't know.
Nah.
With the rants, you could have fooled me with the extent of your hatred, but
No, the
I
only
don't-
dark thing I would want to happen to Fluttershy is for her to get sued for malpractice.
Suing is a pretty brutal, though. Lawsuits.
I don't read fanfics like ever, but I can say from what I've seen, there's not enough fanfics of characters actually suffering practical type of problems like lawsuits.
They should.
There's not enough.
Oh, there was one I read about, like, Twilight Sparkle and Flash Sentry getting a divorce. And it was funny because Fluttershy was Twilight's lawyer.
Oh dear Lord.
Because it turns out she had a lot
Because she didn't need to do any more, like, you know, pretending she has licensing she doesn't.
She did have a license, but she had a license in bird law. Bird. She won
I
the
read
case,
this-
though.
I read
Through,
this
once
one
again,
story.
illegal means.
It wasn't illegal, it was just stupid. She won because, like, of course, Flash Sentry, because Twilight's a princess, he was gonna get most of her assets. Because they weren't even married for 30 seconds, but he's getting everything. But, like, she was like, wait a second, before we settle this, eggs. And they're like, eggs? Like, eggs, yeah. Twilight gets full custody of any eggs she lays. And they're like, what? And then the other lawyer's like, wait, she lays eggs? If she lays eggs, alicorn eggs, how much are they worth? Wait, we'll give her everything back if she gives us full custody of the eggs she lays. And then that's how they win.
Oh my god.
And that's the great. You know what? That's my favorite fan fiction. I forgot. It was the best.
Let's see here. There was a story where Fluttershy had to save Ponyville from like some construction clouds that had fallen out of Cloudsdale. And the construction clouds were like the stuff that the Pegasus would build their buildings out of. I don't know why I'm having such a brain fart right now, but I'm trying to remember the title of this because it was a really good story, and I'm pretty sure it was Flash Fog by Quackerjack.
I don't know why I find that name funny. It's a pun and I hate it.
Yep, I'm gonna drop a link to the story in the chat.
Is she?
Fucking
sorry.
five. Do we really though? Do we really need? I think someone could already make that Fluttershy rant video by just compiling everything Sweetie has said in the past live streams.
Yeah, that is. It's a
Fucking
convicting
five
case.
wants a Sweetie Fluttershy rant video.
Yeah, so does everybody. So does Anthony C, and he's willing to pay me to do it.
Yeah, just you know what? Download my stream, cut out the parts where you ranted, and just make a thing out of
He
it.
wants to make an actual video.
Ah, man.
If you
Come on, Anthony, look, take the shortcuts.
if you do the writing and the recording, I can do the editing for you.
It's not about that. I mean, it's
All right.
It's about not thinking that my writing is good enough for his time, and then not having time to record.
Last 10 minutes of the stream.
The offer stands.
No, I imagine he'd want me to get Sean like last time.
Oh, who's that?
Sean, the guy who edited my Bats video.
Ah, okay. How much did that guy cost?
I don't know if he'd be comfortable with me saying on stream, but let's just say it took me a few months to pay him back.
Yeah. I won't have you won't have that problem with me.
But I'd want to. It's not okay to exploit people without paying them for their hard work.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to trade in favors.
I don't work
Does that
way.
count?
No, I don't work that way. You can't trade in
No.
favors.
All right, I got you.
Bugorno says, I rarely read fanfics, but I want to text Roger stepping down the throne.
That would be funny
Bloody well tied.
if handled properly.
I did it. I broke
You
it.
broke it. Yeah, that's not really doing it, but okay.
It fixes it.
If you wanted that to happen, we could have gotten scissors. And
I feel better. Give this to the cat.
Knife, get over here.
It's okay because it makes me feel okay.
5 said,
Oh, guys, we're in the last 9
turning
minutes
into
of
a
the
bat
stream. I'm sorry, I gotta make the announcement. Last 9 minutes of the stream. Any last minute comment, questions, or concerns, please bring them up now and forever hold your silence until the next stream.
That
Yeah.
a minute ago. What were you saying, Brandon?
Sweetie, imagine your OC turning into a bat pony.
Oh, I've had my OC Bat Pony version.
And Bucky5 also
Wasn't it in your Bats video?
says Heather could edit the Sweetie rant video.
Ah, man, I'm
No,
terrible
good.
at editing.
Because no, she couldn't because her computer can't do it. Take one guess who edits her videos right now.
They don't have to.
Yeah, that's the
No,
whole
that's
BS
the
I'm
that's
not
the
dealing
joke
with.
though. Like I was saying how I'd be willing to do Sweetie's video for her. I mean, I'm doing yours. I have the time because it takes me forever to it takes me a year and a half to make my own episodes. So I sure as heck don't mind helping out my friends.
Yo, Digimon Brony, is that a challenge? Digimon Brony says, I bet Sweetie can't ship my OC with anyone.
We already have been shipping Brondon.
Dude, just give her
Oh
a
wait,
minute.
you mean his OC?
Do I have to divorce Brawny again? Because I will.
Or did he mean
Again.
his OC?
Oh, alright, Brawny. I want a divorce.
Okay, you can have the rights to all the eggs
So
that I
did
lay.
you? What was his OC's name?
Brandon,
I.
what was the name of the guy that asked you the question?
Oh, the one with the bet. I bet.
The one who
Sweetie
actually
can't
wanted me to ship his OC, yes.
ship. Okay, Digimon Brony.
Digimon Brony. Well, I mean, that's just a setup for you being like Digibrony 2. You know, let's see here. I feel like there's a nice, like, Digimon parody that could come
OC's
out of
name
that.
is Angel.
His OC's name is Angel. Well, then there's another character with the name of Angel you could be shipped with.
That's not weird at all.
Not weird at all.
Male or female?
There's a fanfic, says Battleship Badge and Core, where Celestia reads a poll about the most popular princess, and it's based on
I
MLP
feel that
fan
right
preference. Very
Yeesh.
funny.
I know. I don't know what happened.
What did you do?
I don't know. Like, I came home, took off my pants, started scratching my legs, and I was just like, oh. I'm guessing like I got them in my sleep, and I didn't notice them until later because I was wearing pants all day. It happened a couple days ago. Like I noticed. I don't know. I washed my sheets since then, so I don't know.
That's good.
I don't know what else to do.
Fair enough.
I'm just hoping they fade away in time for the wedding.
Yeah.
If not, you're just gonna see me with red spots. It's part of the look. Last 5
Not
minutes of
really.
the stream, last 5 minutes of the stream, any last minute comic question or concerns, please answer them. Do stuff. Just, I'm tired of talking fast.
Heather,
Why
dance
not
for
talk?
us.
Why not talk at a moderate pace?
No.
Heather, dance for us.
She
No.
just did.
I did a
Heather,
little
play
jig.
something. Play something on your ocarina.
Macarina's on the way in my jewelry box. I don't want to get it.
Sweetie, get her ocarina.
No. She doesn't even know what it looks like. She might have seen me wear it, but I don't think she, like...
The one you
Isn't
wear,
it just
yeah.
a
I know.
dragon
So the
tooth?
one like this
Isn't
looks like Spearhead. Oh, okay. No, don't get it!
Which one? Now I don't even know which one's your
Hey,
jewelry box. There's a lot of
Ocarina.
boxes up here.
Ha! I got 3! She'll never find it!
Yeah, I may never find it, guys. I'm sorry.
Just
That one's my
Just
grandpa's.
throw
Oh, it's cute.
each one at her until
cool.
Heather picks
Gives
out
a
the
real
one
tap.
that is hers.
One of them is an heirloom. I don't want to do that. The other one's adorable.
Well, I can tell you the heirloom isn't the one where it's at.
Heather, don't you have the dragon tooth
I
or
give
the
up.
able,
I'm
or
ruining
the
this whole
able
setup.
one?
No, not Lucy.
Oh no, stay. Okay.
I put Lucy there specifically because she would always fall, but she's my favorite, so I don't want her to fall. I used to have them all up on there, but they kept falling.
The chat
That's
saying if we play the Song of Time, the stream will start over.
No, that's not how the Song of Time works.
I mean, I
That's
like
not actually what-
streaming and all, but like, I got
mean-
stuff I gotta do. Cosplay stuff.
But Heather, if you play the Song of Time, you can fast forward to me being there.
I don't like fill my heart with that right now. You know I'm impatient.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that crap. I gotta.
Let's see here. Battleship Agincourt says the film fiction he was talking about earlier is titled Worst Princess. So I'll take a look at that later.
Sounds familiar.
I'm trying to find. I found a funny comment. Now I can't find it. No.
Buckin says, I'm ready for Bronny and Heather moving in together. Well, I'm not.
He's gonna live with
I am.
her a little bit. He won't do it because he loves dumb old Florida.
Who cares about Florida?
I know. I don't know
Yeah, who
Disney
cares about
World.
We have sun showers, sweetie. It's
Screw
amazing.
sun showers. They are wrong. They're an affliction.
The only place I want to go to is Gatorland.
The sun
And
shower.
Disney World.
Hey,
Universal.
what am I? Stupid? No, I'm Florida.
That's what I was referencing.
I'm more mad that you made a SpongeBob reference.
Oh,
No,
Mr.
honestly-
Meme Farm
honestly-
here.
I kind of wish that my mom didn't let me watch SpongeBob as a kid. That rots your brain so much.
It
I love
does.
I love
It totally does.
He's just a happy-go-lucky dude. He was happy working as a fry cook, which just goes to show what a positive individual he was. Just flipping burgers every day.
Or how
With a
complete-
cat
Slugs.
that was a snail,
Or
which
how
was
complete
great.
he was in his job.
Bronny, how do you think I not like SpongeBob? Because he has a snail that meows like a cat. You ever think about that? About how great that is?
His name's Gary.
It's
How
great.
much different do you think the whole show would be if Gary wasn't named Gary?
Last minute of the stream.
What are they gonna name him? Fred? Bob?
Dude.
Go,
Don't say the name Fred.
Yes, kitty.
Oh yeah, that's the one I shipped him
Fred-
with.
Frederick.
Want to come
Just
play
skip
with John?
skip
I made
that
for
whole
you?
line
I
of names
whipped it.
entirely.
Me?
She
No.
just comes in here and
Battleship Magic Corps
complains.
says good night.
I don't even
Good
know what she
night.
wants.
Come say goodbye to everybody. They love you. You're the star.
Corna says, I'm ready for Brawny getting out of Florida, and then the Florida man mentality gets into him and makes him elbow drop a bear. I'm ready for that one too.
And why I don't already do that to crocodiles? Alligators. We got alligators.
I was gonna say, you don't have crocodiles in Florida, dingus.
Yeah, okay, I'd like
That's
to see
why
elbow
you
drop
have Gatorland.
an alligator.
I'll elbow drop an alligator with a crocodile.
I'm about to elbow
Oh.
drop this stream because we're done for the day, everybody. This was a good stream. Man, it's gonna be a while with this hat. I feel like it's gonna take a little bit, but we'll get through it. And
See you
again,
later, alligator.
Not for a while, crocodile.
Goodbye.
thank you for coming to the stream.
Actually, not for a while, crocodile. We're not gonna be here next week.
Oh yeah, quick announcements. In case I didn't already mention, and it wasn't implied, I'm going to be also attending a certain wedding next week, so no stream. But there'll be a stream the week after that, and it's going to be very special. So stay tuned for that. As always, I'm Heather Blossom. That's Sweetie Bloom.
Yo.
That one's Brawny. That one's just Brandon. We'll see you.
Wow.
And
Night right away.
shut up,
The
Brandon.
disembodied voices.
The disembodied voice.
See you in the next